So you want to know how many NGOs are there in your district or what are all the work they are currently doing. So there is a way to know. So there is a portal called NGO Darpan Portal. There is a Government of India portal maintained by a NITI Aayog. So what is the work of this NITI Aayog NGO Darpan Portal? So any NGO once register this NGO Darpan Portal, they'll get the unique ID. You can call it as an Aadhaar for an NGO. So is this necessary for an NGO? Yes, it is necessary. If they want to get any government fund or any foreign fund through FCRA or any CSR fund, they need to have this unique ID. There are a lot of videos are there how to register this NGO Darpan ID, that is like 1 or 2 hours of work. So let's gone through as a layman how you will get to know that what are all the NGOs are there in your location. So this is only impact. I am your Mr. KB. Let's gone through this portal, how this portal works and how you will see. So firstly let's type NGO Darpan. So this ngodarpan.gov.in. So this is the official portal. You'll get a portal like this. So first of all, the basic details are there in this initial page. So for example, so there are total Darpan ID means 5,39,215. So 5,39,215 NGOs are registered in this Darpan portal, which means these all are registered NGOs officially. You can call it, this is the number of NGOs in India so far. So and this number is increasing day by day. That is another story. So there are active, how many active Darpan IDs and how many blacklisted Darpan IDs, maybe due to various reasons. So basically there are 3 types of NGOs, you may all know. So one is society, and another one is trust, and another one is the Section 8 company. So here it is also mentioned that so nearly 50% of an NGO registered as a trust, and 41.42% are NGOs are registered as a society, and nearly 8.7% are NGOs are registered as a Section 8 company. So you'll see this map. If for example, if you click in your state in this map, you'll get that how many NGOs are there in your state. For example, I'll click Tamil Nadu, where I'll get nearly 41,142 NGOs are there in Tamil Nadu so far. And in Ladakh, yes, there are 264 NGOs are in Ladakh. So again in Gujarat, 36,087 NGOs are in Gujarat. Again in Arunachal Pradesh, there are 905. So you can see this count, maybe clicking the particular state, or else maybe you can see it in a table format also. So right, let's go to the today's objective, which is how many NGOs are there in your district. So which is, you for that you need to click NPO directory in this portal. So there you need to mention, I am from Tamil Nadu, I am mentioning Tamil Nadu. So Erode is my state, Erode is my district, I will mention Erode. So there are another 2 columns, which is, one is sectors. So there are a lot of sectors, which means so that NGO is primarily working on this maybe in education or environment or maybe a health. So there are a lot of sectors are also mentioned here. Maybe you can click any one sector and maybe you can search it, or else maybe you can leave it, because if you leave, all the NGOs, all the types of NGOs comes here. So basically I told there is a 3 types of NGOs. So Section 8, society and trust. No need to click here, because all 3 all count as an NGO only. So maybe you can this captcha. So yes, I got nearly 1012 NGOs are registered in Erode itself. So let's go with the first NGO, because this all order in alphabetical. So go with the first NGO, which is AB Sri Ram Memorial Trust. So where you'll get the basic details of that NGO. For example, NGO Darpan ID, which is, as I told, which is very necessary for any to getting any fund. So when they registered in this Darpan portal, and what type of NGO it is, trust, section 8 company or society. So this is the basically trust, and this NGO is registered in 2018. So nearly it is like 7-8 years of old NGO. So you'll get the the management details. So who are all the trustees? What are the trustees? Trustees name are mentioned here. And yes, if you click this, you'll get the email ID of the NGO where you can contact the trustees, and also a website. So most of the NGOs are registered, but they don't have a website. So that is a harsh reality. But yes, you'll get, if they have a website, obviously they'll mention here, and you'll get the website details also, where you'll click the website and you'll get the details of the NGO in that website as well. So again, they have mentioned what are the primary sectors they have working currently. So they are in this NGO, AP Sri Ram Memorial Trust is currently working in agriculture, art and culture, children, rural development. So these are all the primary sectors, and also they have secondary sectors as well. So, and also you can download this entire basic details in a PDF format while clicking this download button. So let's explore another state with specific sector. Let's go with any state, maybe Maharashtra. Maharashtra, yes. So maybe I'll go with Pune. Sector, I just want to know in Pune, Maharashtra, how many NGOs and what are the NGOs working in the disability space, person with the disability space. So I'll click, maybe I'll write it here, disability, and this differently abled. So maybe differently abled bhi aa gaya. So let's go with the CAPTCHA. Yeah. So so first of all, how many NGOs are working in the disability space in Pune? Yes, there are 994 NGOs are working in this disability space only in Pune. So let's go with the first NGO. Since I already told, these NGOs are ordered in alphabetical order. So if you have, there are another thing also, there is a search by name. If you know a particular NGO by name, but you don't have a details of the particular NGO, where you can search by name. In Maharashtra, Pune, particular NGO, so you can type the particular NGO name and you can type it here. So no need to filter all those things. Maybe for example here 1000 NGO comes. So if you have a particular NGO name, then you need to go with that column, then you need to search for. So no need to go for it. If you know the name of the particular NGO, so click you just type the name and you'll get the NGO details also. That is also one of the things. And let's go with the first NGO. Yeah, so as we told, so what is the types, when they registered. So again, this is very old, nearly around so nearly I think 18 years of old NGO. So where you'll get the NGO, again here you already get this URL, mail ID. So yes, so these are all the basic details. So you get in every NGOs registered in the Darpan portal. So I think this details is helpful for you, and if you think that this details are helpful for your colleagues or friends, maybe you can forward this, or maybe you want this kind of explore in any related topics in NGO, CSR, any social development, you can comment in the comment box. So again, this is Only Impact. I'm your Mr. KB. See you in the next video. Bye bye.